Hi there. You see, this experience has been interesting, enlightening, fascinating, and sometimes frustrating. Group work or teamwork is always difficult to adjust to, especially in a virtual environment. Even though we are all professional screen watchers and button typers, we cannot possibly deny the fact that a lot is missing from the in person collaboration. First of all, after 15 months in some form of lockdown, we're all tired of screens, and paying attention is getting harder and harder. Secondly, one of the biggest issues in virtual work setting is the lack of nonverbal communication and cues from other team members. It's hard to bounce ideas off each other or confine each other with problems. That feeling of disconnectedness is ever present. Combine that with accessibility issues such as good cameras, microphones, or even internet, and you have a pretty big problem on your hands, especially in that virtual environment. So, how do we tackle it? Easy. We used systems. Our group members were spread over 3 different continents and 4 different time zones. It is actually quite magical to be able to connect with video and audio to a person on the other side of the world with a click of a button. But as connected as we seem with the world, individuals have become more introverted. Many feel protected behind this screen for some of this forceful virtual shift has been a resounding influence. For most, though, this screen is just another barrier to the world and connection that we all seek as humans. The banality of it all is the fact that issues that have always existed in teamwork are still prevalent. Scheduling has remained a point of content, especially with different time zones. It always seemed that at least someone was getting left out of the conversation or had to take drastic adjustments to their calendar. You see, since I've been in virtual classes, conferences, workshops, presentations, and meetings weekly for the last several months, I realized that basic foundational rules to teamwork still apply, probably even more in virtuality than reality. At the beginning of this challenge, there was some confusion as to what kind of deliverables our group would have to provide and what kind of commitments we need to engage with. Falling back on those foundational principles, those systems of forming, storming, performing, and adjourning, was incredibly helpful to get our multicultural group off the ground. Basically, we used a foundational approach. We all knew what we needed to do to start off, and even though we didn't all see the light at the end of the tunnel at first, we knew that we are on a good track with a strong locomotive and a powerful searchlight that will guide us till the very end. I am definitely a firm believer in systems. Foundational understandings about what needs to be done, how to start, and how to plan a project through, especially if it is done through collaborating across several countries, time zones, and generations. I found that this specific project challenged my leadership skill on a few levels. You see, I'm white, English speaking, cisgendered male, and I'm very aware of the types of privileges that I possess, and I try my best to make sure that I can use those privileges to amplify all the other voices around me. I lead for motivation, support, and guiding, and I felt like all of my skills were being tested throughout these last few weeks. And we have come out on top. Our presentation fits all the requirements and flows very well, and this purely individual and slightly personal reflection is filmed within the allocated time and handed in before the deadline. Success all around. Thank you for listening. Check this out. Bye, Toronto.